Have you ever stopped to think about how much the world has changed in just a few decades? It's not just about flashy gadgets or faster internet. Something far more fundamental has been transformed. The very way we connect with each other, the way we share ideas, and even how we understand our own culture. This is the story of the digital revolution and how it truly brought about a new dawn for human communication. Let's rewind a bit. Not too long ago, long-distance communication was a deliberate, often slow process. You'd write a letter, wait for days or even weeks for a reply. A phone call was a more immediate option, but it was an event. You'd set aside time, you'd have a conversation with a clear beginning, middle, and end. It was synchronous, happening in real time, and it required the full attention of both people. Then, everything changed. The internet exploded into our lives, and with it came a tool that would fundamentally alter our social fabric: instant messaging. Think about the early days: MSN Messenger, Yahoo, Messenger. Suddenly, we weren't just talking, we were in a state of constant, low-level connection. A conversation no longer had to be a scheduled event. It could be a string of messages exchanged throughout the day, a shared link, a quick question, a funny GIF. This shift from appointment-based communication to a continuous, flowing dialogue was revolutionary. It broke down the barriers of time and distance in a way that even the telephone couldn't. Your friends, your family, your colleagues were now just a click away, perpetually present in a small window on your screen. This created a sense of ambient awareness, a feeling of being connected to your social circle's comings and goings without actively engaging in a full-blown conversation. It was a completely new social dynamic. The evolution didn't stop there. As technology untethered itself from the desktop computer and moved into our pockets, instant messaging became even more integrated into our lives. WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, iMessage, these apps turned our phones into powerful communication hubs. The conversation was no longer confined to when we were sitting at our desks. It was with us everywhere, all the time. This accessibility reshaped our expectations. We started to expect instant replies. The pressure to be always available, always on, grew. The lines between work and personal life began to blur, as did the lines between being alone and being with others. You could be physically present with one group of people while being digitally engaged with another, a phenomenon that has sparked countless debates about presence and attention. And it's fascinating to see how different generations have adapted to this new landscape. For those who grew up with letters and landlines, this new world can sometimes feel overwhelming. The etiquette isn't always clear. Is it rude not to reply immediately? Is a one-word answer dismissive? These are questions that older generations never had to consider. They were used to a more formal, structured mode of interaction. For digital natives, however, this is simply the way the world works. They grew up fluent in the language of emojis, memes, and acronyms. A thumbs-up emoji isn't just a lazy reply. It's a quick, efficient acknowledgement. A conversation that peters out without a formal goodbye isn't rude. It's just paused, ready to be picked up again at any moment. This is a communication style that prioritizes efficiency and continuous connection over the formal structures of the past. This generational divide highlights a key aspect of the digital revolution. It's not just about new tools, it's about new cultures forming around those tools. Younger generations have developed a sophisticated, nuanced digital body language. They can convey tone, sarcasm, and emotion through a complex interplay of punctuation, capitalization, reaction GIFs, and memes. What might look like a random string of symbols to an outsider is, in fact, a rich and expressive form of communication. Think about the meme. A meme is not just a funny picture with text, it's a cultural artifact. It carries layers of meaning, references, and in-jokes. Sharing a meme is a way of saying, I get you. We share this cultural understanding. It's a powerful tool for building community and shared identity in the digital space. In a way, memes have become the folklore of the internet age, passed from person to person, evolving and changing as they spread. This new digital culture has also profoundly impacted our public discourse. Before, a few major media outlets controlled the flow of information. Now, anyone with an internet connection can have a voice. Social media platforms have become the new public square, where news breaks, debates unfold, and social movements are born. Ideas can spread across the globe in a matter of hours, mobilizing people and challenging established power structures in unprecedented ways. Of course, this democratization of communication has its downsides. Misinformation can spread just as quickly as truth. The curated perfection of social media feeds can lead to anxiety and comparison. Online echo chambers can reinforce our biases and polarize our societies. These are the complex, often messy, consequences of this new dawn. But the core of this revolution is undeniably human. It's driven by our fundamental need to connect, to share our stories, and to feel like we're part of something larger than ourselves. The digital world didn't create this need. It just provided us with powerful, new, and sometimes chaotic ways to fulfill it. We've moved from a world of broadcast, a one-to-many model of communication, to a world of network, a many-to-many model. We are no longer just passive consumers of culture. We are active participants in its creation. Every time you share a post, create a meme, or join a conversation in a group chat, you are contributing to this ever-evolving digital tapestry. So what does the future hold? As technologies like AI, virtual reality, and augmented reality become more sophisticated, our ways of communicating will undoubtedly continue to evolve. We might soon be having conversations with holographic representations of our friends or collaborating in shared virtual spaces that feel as real as the physical world. But no matter how advanced the technology gets, the fundamentals will remain the same. It will always be about connection. The digital revolution has been a wild, transformative ride, and it's far from over. It has reshaped our conversations, our culture, and our very sense of self. It has brought us closer in some ways and created new distances in others. It is the complex, brilliant, and messy reality of our new dawn. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey through the digital age interesting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our future explorations. See you in the next one.